if you say no.
I think I pointed this out back in the previous LP, but it is kind of cool.
I like to think that if you fly on a fainted Pokemon, they're just like constantly flopping. God.
Alright, Sandslash, get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Imagining Sony like announcing the price of their console they haven't even announced yet on the dark web is hilarious to me.
Sony themselves are the ones who do it.
Yeah. I like normies talking about the dark web because like technically
they all assume there's like this crazy people getting killed and like all this stuff you hear in creepypasta videos.
Like, technically the dark web does exist. It doesn't exist in the fashion that you're average.
It's very romanticized, yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just, like, stupid people being stupid.
Yeah, or, like, racist, groups and whatnot, but, like,
yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's not like some secret underground club where Sony
people are like, yeah,
PlayStation.
And there's fucking leagues of assassins and shit, or whatever they say it is.
The hacker known as 4chan is very gifted.
Very. Do you remember at all, way back in like 08 or 09, the Fox News 4chan video where it showed stock footage of a car blowing up? God, that was like the best meme when I was a teenager.
Old people trying to understand the internet is the funniest thing.
It'll never get old, ironically. Ay. Well, I'm probably gonna split it here, but I still have time, so like, we'll probably just come back and take on the gym in this very same session.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Toasted spaghetti. Wasn't that the name of one of your videos?
Yeah, because I just named them random bullshit, generally.
Is there a particular context or lore behind you calling your videos after, like, random towns in the US?
No, it's just
like a thing?
Just like the first... Usually if I don't have a title in mind, I'll just come up with like the first thing that comes to mind and be like, perfect, that's the title.
So, fun fact,
with,
this
like,
little NPC right here...
Landers incident or some shit. Like, that means nothing. Actually, I think that was like from that failed attempt at a crystal, like, Let's Play thing.
Oh yeah, on your blog.
Yeah.
So this NPC right here is named after some employee at Game Freak who had a kid right when they were working on the game. I didn't know that last time I played Ruby, so now you get to know that.
For like half a second I thought you were going to say it was named after like Kirito from Sword Art Online as a joke.
Even though this came out like a long time before that. Well, not I know because like the original light novel.
A decade before that, I want to say.
Because the original light novel actually did come out in like 2004 or something like that, so it wasn't completely... It wasn't that old, but it was just kind of...
Did it like, take really long for it to get adapted then? Because I could have sworn...
Yeah, because the guy that made it put it on like this contest.
Oh, wait, yeah, because it had...
But it was like, too long.
Yeah, it was like a web novel at first, and it became like a print novel, and then it became everyone's worst nightmare. And then it became the subject of like 50 million Digibro videos. Or whatever they go by now. I don't know.
You know what's funny is like Digibro tries to like simultaneously claim that he was like one of the pioneers of like brony videos, but also claims that he's like not really all that. He was never that big into the series.
Imagine that being your claim to fame. I was the pioneer of dumb videos over analyzing a
horses
made for little girls.
Oh man.
Metal
Fun
Opponent
stuff.
was the funniest fucking thing in retrospect. Like
It was.
I remember there was this one guy who did like super hardcore gangsta rap about My Little Pony characters, and it would just be like shit about like murdering people or like gang raping people, and then he'd just say some shit like he'd like make a reference to like Pinkie Pie or whatever, and it would be the most jarring fucking thing. Weirdly enough, he did actually have pretty decent flow, but...
Yeah, there was like a thing that I followed that was similar for a while called Winter Rap Battle. They did something kind of like that, and they actually had some pretty good songs. Yeah, me and this guy were both kind of pretty big into the Brony fandom when it was new. When it was the hot thing on the block.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned that multiple times now, but it's essentially the way that I met my girlfriend, because we both signed up for this Brony forum site.
My Little Pony Friendship is Magic gave me clinical depression. Or more specifically, like, trying to participate in the fandom did. Oh, speaking of Brony music, I think it's really funny how, like, every single person who did music for that fandom either made really generic EDM or was a rapper.
Yeah, it was either that, yeah. Like, because everyone, the big thing back then, even if you weren't a Brony, it was all about dubstep. So they made, like, shit tons of dubstep songs with, like, Brony themes.
Do you remember, like, The Living Tombstone?
I do.
Yeah, like, apparently more recently he's actually become a decently respected artist, like, outside.
Yeah, he makes, like, just regular original
like,
music.
Yeah, but, like, I remember, like, back in the day, he was, like, kind of famous for, like, all of his songs sounding, like, exactly the same, and, like, there was, like, this one video that was just 9 of his songs being played over off of each other.
Shit.
And it literally sounded exactly the same. Like,
it's kind of like that one video where, like,
even
someone
sound like-
plays a whole bunch of country songs.
if there were, like, no lyrics to any of the songs, it wouldn't even have sounded like there was, like, more than one song overlaid on top of each other. It was just the same song.
Yeah, I actually have a theory about that, but yeah, no, it is kind of funny. Because I remember, yeah, there was the Living Tombstone, I remember the Wooden Toaster, Mike the Microphone was one as well.
Speaking of that guy, did you hear he apparently, like... Do you remember that Pac-Man cartoon that was on Disney Channel a while ago?
I don't.
Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures? He sang the theme song for that. And it's
Which person are you referring to? Wooden Toaster?
No, the Mike.
Oh, Mike the Microphone, okay.
Yeah, let me go find that. Because I need you to listen to this.
And while he's doing that, I'm just gonna fall through these floors on purpose to get all the trainer battles done, because, as you can see, this is a problem with a lot of earlier Pokemon games before, like, Gen 4, which is the first, well, not the first one, but the one that I most recently played before this. The kind of pacing for the levels is not always great.
Right.
Gen 2 is the worst about that. I know you've played Gen 2 before, so you know that, like, after the 4th gym, because you can go in, like, 3 different directions after the 4th gym, so you're just fighting a whole bunch of, like, level 25s for most of the game, and then all of a sudden there's, like, level 40s and 50s at the end, and you're like, what the fuck do I do? You just grind.
I'd kind of like to see them try a Pokemon game that's, like, completely open-ended, like Breath of the Wild. Like, you can just go to whichever gen whenever.
Yeah, because Gen 1 kinda did that.
I also kind of imagine they'd probably, like, screw that up if they tried, and, like, make it to where you're just going in one order anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gen 1 sort of did that, because, like, after you got past, around, like, the 3rd gym or so, you could take on most of them in whatever order you wanted to, within reason.
I've linked you the theme song to Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. I want you to listen to that. Just, like, do that. in the video, just like...
When my friend Jack was LPing this game in 2009, he would actually do that. Like, he would just go to, like, other stuff in the middle of the LP. And, like, that's kind of like an inside joke between me and him, because, like, someone commented on one of his videos saying, like, nobody's gonna watch it if you keep on clicking away to other things.
This stream reminds me of the Super Mario Sunshine Race.
Oh, yeah. I need to go back and stream some more Doom. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, like, you tried to stream a second session of it, and then... Like,
my fucking internet kept going out, and then I had to buy a new... or not buy, but get my router replaced. Thankfully it was for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to stream, because I have been playing a bit of RuneScape as well, and I'm going to stream when I do one of the tougher quests that I was not able to do back on my old account. Another one of those kind of... I guess I'm kind of inadvertently knocking out a lot of my older gaming accomplishments that I could never quite get out of the way in my younger years.
Also, I'm really glad that you're starting Doom 2016 like while Doom Eternal's out, because does it count as a spoiler if I say that the game ends on a cliffhanger or not?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, I've watched some... I have watched gameplay of both games before, so I know, like, some of the beats.
Like, the game kind of ends on where a lot of games would put just before the final stretch. It's like a 13-level game.
Yeah, I'll definitely be getting Eternal down the road, so we'll see how that goes.
Eternal is really good. It's like, Doom 2016 is good, Doom Eternal is like... Okay, so Doom 2016 is like, I would say a 10 out of 10 game, and then Doom Eternal is even better than that.
I feel that. I'm kind of glad I'm challenging myself more on this game, too, because, like, I normally just kind of blitz through this, but now that I'm kind of equally leveling a team, a little more so than I did before, and, like, not really grinding or anything.
Also, when you get to Doom Eternal, for some reason, like, every difficulty in there is, like, equivalent to the next level up from what it was in the original game. So, like... Yeah,
I've been really... I mean, you saw me on the stream. I was actually really enjoying the challenge of playing on, like, the one step up from the default, whichever one that was called.
I can't imagine playing a lot of Doom Eternal, like, on the higher difficulties on the controller. That seems like...
Yeah, I just happen to be, like, a natural with a FPS on controllers. Like, that's one of my fortes in gaming.
Well, not even just that, because, like, you have to have, like, some of the on, like, the face buttons, although, to be fair, you're more used to using, like, jump on A.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before with Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, like, I always remap jump to L1 if I have to play a shooter on a controller. Yeah, like, even in Doom Eternal, like, even if I do that on a controller, I still have to use, like, B to dash, because they replaced the crouch button with the dash button. Because, like, nobody had any reason to crouch in Doom.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah. So they added in a dash to make... I guess to make it a little more dynamic. But they do like a lot of like small things to make it feel just a little bit snappier. Like the chainsaw is just its own button, and you press the button and it just uses the chainsaw as opposed to like switching to the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the things they do. Oh, what else? There's like something else. Well, there's the dash, as we already mentioned, but oh yeah, they made the grenades and stuff not suck anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like,
remember, like, you and Jack were just telling me, like, just don't use the pistol over and over again?
Yeah, they don't even have the pistol in Eternal. Like, you just start with the shotgun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. A lot of the weapons are also, like, some of the less useful power-ups they had, like the alt fires, would be replaced with, like, more useful ones. Like, I had one in mind, like, a second ago, and now it's slipping my mind. So anyway, we were like playing Pokemon or something.
Yeah, something like that. I was
Yeah.
gonna see if there was any new Trick House content to do. It's funny how this legendary is higher than anything in my team right now. That is a first for me. I normally have at least something that's at 45, but
I forgot
our
you named
pal
the
here.
for that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna go down in fucking epic gamer bro moments of history for me right there.
That whole thing was like one of my favorite things to think about.
Yeah, cause funny enough, this guy right here was aware of who Chibi Nico Dimex was before the meme. He was just
Yeah,
a guy
like-
that made a video of Banjo Pilot and thanked some guy for showing him something for the entire commentary.
Yeah, it was like a blind let's play of a racing game, so we didn't really have anything to talk about.
What was it again? Like he thanked someone for
He
showing
thanked
him.
the Rare Witch project for having like the lithograph fonts. Because he used that for like the opening sequences for all his videos, which was like, you know, the Windows Movie Maker text. Like,
Yeah.
let's play Banjo Pilot, like, you know, kind of like what Cyclone had, or just like Banjo 2E.
Oh. Yeah, it's funny because like that was before the guy was like well known, and then he was also kind of known for.
For like, so like at some point he got the attention of Nintendo Capri Sun, I think, and like that kind of got him a little more attention just because, you know, they like did some collab stuff together.
He was also well known for cheating in a Paper Mario 2 speedrun.
Oh, I mean, before even all that, like that was what, like kind of got him first attention, and then eventually he did like some kind of fundraiser to like get his girlfriend up to like Michigan where he lived or something like that, so that they could see each other. And he didn't actually use any of the money on that. He just like used it to buy like a capture card or whatever, like a capture card and like a bunch of stuff to like make his videos just a little bit more professional.
And then he also believed that this collar he wore around his neck, or around his neck, would like steal his power.
Yeah, I think that was just him being a weeb.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. We were talking about, yeah.
It wasn't obvious by the fact that his username was Chibi Neko Denix. Yeah, it was kind of a weeb. Like his name was just anime term, and then a Kingdom Hearts character.
Seriously, yeah. And on top of all of that, he brought condoms
Oh, no, I
to.
didn't even know about anything to do with like condoms.
When he went to that famous, GDQ where he said where the line happened between him and Caveman DCJ, he mentioned on Twitter that he had brought condoms there just in case.
God, what a legend. The question is I would really prefer to be quiet, is that more or less embarrassing than that one guy who did the Crash Bandicoot 2 speedrun where he abused suicide?
Oh, and he said like
He
something.
made like 8 million of the same suicide joke over and
Yeah,
over, and then
I remember that.
Yeah.
There was that one like shout out that they got where it was like
just too unfunny.
there was that one that was like, if you guys want to like contribute, y'all should just like all jump in front of the same car, like some kind of really mean kill yourself kind of joke.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot 2 is basically domestic abuse. Like, that's like the name of the highlight video of that thing. Like, if any of y'all don't know what we're talking about, just look that up. It's like
Yeah.
the most awkward thing.
And then of course there was the other famous moment where like that guy cosplaying as Link was, speedrunning Zelda, and like some girl in the background was going on this whole spiel about how like her cancer was like in her family and she would probably die from it or something like that. It was just like really out of place.
Oh god, that actually reminds me of like a friend was telling me about how like when he used to work at like a used game store, there was like this one person who like was like a new hire and he like came in and he started making like really like off-color jokes to the customers. Like he would tell them about how a game they were looking at made him want to slit his wrists.
What the fuck?
And calling like a bunch of game customers were looking at retarded, like that exact word. And I like how he says men and women and then it just says males and females in the multi-choice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, let me go find the like email he sent his boss about it. It's like, it's really funny. To me anyway, because I enjoy stupid people being stupid.
What was the guy you were telling me about at work who would like make sex jokes about a female coworker or something like that?
You know, my work, no, this wasn't him making jokes about another coworker. He was just like talking with one of the other coworkers and just,
Oh yeah.
for some reason, started talking about anal sex within earshot of one of the customers while we were talking about. And I just kind of
Wow.
had to ignore it and hope the customers didn't hear it. And like, at some point later on, because like, we were like putting stuff up and there's like, he pulls out this like special edition Blu-ray of the Jim Carrey Grinch movie that has like the case of the movie with a like a furry sock that's supposed to be like Grinch skin. And he started like making jokes about how it was the Grinch's foreskin.
What the hell?
Thankfully there was nobody, yes. There was nobody around to hear that aside from me. But They're just really the kinds of things you should be saying, like, on the floor.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I did have someone, like, not get, like, furious or anything, but they got, like, they didn't want their fish that they had at my work because the batter wouldn't stay on the fish when they bit into it. Like, the most specific thing.
Yeah. This same guy, by the way, I just refer to him as Slinky Guy. I don't even remember his actual name. I just refer to him as the Slinky Guy because my first interaction with him was him, like, going into this weird, like, somewhat enthusiastic rant about how cool Slinkies are for, like, 20 minutes. Not, like, literally 20 minutes, but...
A good amount of time is what you're...
It's
yeah.
like, how do you have this much to say about Slinkies?
There was this guy at, like, another Walmart who was, like, really proudly bragging to his coworkers that, this matchup sucks. What is my hidden power again? I don't remember.
Love.
Aha, it's fighting.
No, it's love.
What, is this Pokemon weak to love? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know scarecrows were so easily intimidated by love.
Well, they're called scarecrows for a reason. Scared of everything.
Holy shit. Anyway, there was this guy who was like, yeah, dude, this one guy came in and he only was gonna buy 2 things, and I convinced him to buy $1,000 worth of merchandise. And it's like, number 1, no, you probably didn't do that, and number 2, like, what do I care? I don't make commission.
Yeah. God, do I have anything else that I can remember that has happened at work?
I know you said you had somebody come in and ask for, like, a DVD recorder or cleaner.
You know, no, that was like someone was trying to, like, what they were trying to find was like one of those, like, things you put in a CD player that were, like, shaped like a CD, and, like, they would, like, clean the inside of the CD player, like, clean the laser and all that. You know those things they would sell at, like, gas stations, like, back in the day. Like, he was trying to find one of those, but he was, like, communicating it really badly, and I couldn't figure out what in the hell he was talking about.
You said he called it something else, or, like, he kept on insisting that it was a different thing than what it was.
Yeah, he, like, called it a CD cleaner. Or a CD... Yeah, a CD cleaner. I was thinking, like, so, like, something to clean a CD with. And I didn't actually figure out what he was talking about until I went home that day. So that was fun.
That's funny.
Yeah, like, yeah, I feel like there should be more than that, but I'm kind of blanking on any of the other interesting stories.
And you said somebody, like, came in to get Bloodborne, but, like, their parents told them to get a more expensive game and not a cheap game?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still mad about that because Bloodborne is good.
Yeah.
And the game that girl ended up getting was, like, the World War Z game, which I've never heard anyone say anything good about.
Yeah.
How dare she convince her kid to get a more expensive video game?
That's funny.
Yeah, but that's mostly just really weird, because, like, why would you be upset that your kid doesn't want an expensive video game? Like, you want to spend more money for the sake of it? And ironically, World War Z is like the same price as Bloodborne there anyway, so
Wow.
ultimately didn't amount to anything.
I'm just glad we finally fucking have jobs.
The people you meet at Walmart, man. The people you meet at Walmart.
Trickmaster is my life. Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Yeah. I'm also glad I now have a job, mainly because I can actually afford things I've been wanting for a while. Like, I just recently bought a video game capture Toblerone for an epic Let's Plays. Like,
is it the big Toblerone?
it's not particularly big. It's like if I go from side to side, it's smaller than my hand.
Fair enough.
It's like the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus.
I think that's what old Slow Beef used when he was making videos.
Doesn't Slow Beef use like a Magewell thing?
I just saw the AverMedia logo a couple of times when I watched him start a game up, so...
He might have been using like an older version, because I know this wasn't out when he...
Oh yeah, it could have been an older, yeah.
Also, this one has 4K pass-through.
Baller.
So you can't record in 4K, but you can look at 4K video game footage with it. I'm sure that'll come in great handy for my PlayStation 4 vanilla. Because I still don't have the Pro. Probably won't ever get a Pro, because...
Yeah, because the PS5 is so close to coming out anyway, it's like... Why even bother?
Yeah, and even though I wanted to get one, like, right now, like, nobody has one in stock.
Yeah, no, you're not kidding there.
Yeah.
Okay, what are my... Oops. What are my options here?
Yeah, like, I have that so I can, like, afford... how big is your backlog on this?
On Pokémon?
Yeah.
Literally, like, everything is uploaded now, so...
Oh, so this is, like, right after...
This is gonna come right after whatever video I put up last. Yeah, sequentially.
Okay, so probably not a good idea to reveal what my next thingo is just yet.
Yeah, I want to get this in Fire Emblem done, if only because I'm kind of excited to... What do you call it? The new intro I made is fire as fuck. It's way better than my current one, so I can't wait to like actually have that one good to go.
Sometimes I kind of want to like make like an intro thing for my stuff, but also like when I was a kid, and by kid I mean like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Like when I was like that age and made a lot more of these kinds of things, like I had like this obsession with making everything as big dick as possible, and so I had an intro that was like just like 2 seconds long.